And now for recolor of a recolor. Or you can go on the internet.
Nice smile scene. Sweet. If I ever need to watch a horror movie, I know exactly where to go. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Blind. In the last episode, we began the second story of the game.
I know I don't want to exit the game. Well, I do want to exit the game, but still.
And we played his first level, White Acropolis, trying to infiltrate Eggman's base.
And you got lost.
To rescue an agent. I don't know who that agent is, or why we're rescuing them, or any of the
it was
context behind all
Rouge.
of this. But we're
that's
to
my
rescue
head
them.
canon.
We defeated the egg server
It
shortly
makes
after.
sense.
However, I took so freaking long on that first level that we had to end the video off before we got to see the climactic conclusion of all these efforts. So, let's get right back to
the egg
Shadow
servers,
story.
though.
And if you guys are excited as I am to see how his story progresses, make sure you leave a like on the video down below. It helps out a whole ton.
We get to go to Shadow's worst level next, in my opinion. I've heard that people had more trouble with Radical Train, but I had more trouble in Kingdom Valley, personally. That's just me. I understand where they're coming from with Radical Train's max speed section, but this is me.
Oh, but here we go. I'm the map.
Oh God.
I don't know what I'm doing.
The Sonic the Hedgehog, Dora the Explorer, crossed the we never wanted. And considering how Dora has a Z in the middle of her name, she would fit in this universe perfectly.
Fascinating.
How do you have a constitutional monarchy? Doesn't a constitution kind of go against a monarch?
Tell. God, I bet Rouge.
That's like electing a queen. You don't elect a queen.
Go, girl.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what? Isn't this Eggman's base? That's what I'm saying. Why has he got a painting of Elise on his wall?
How should I know? AKA, we couldn't think of an explanation for it, so fuck it. It's spelled gun. There's no dots.
It's an abbreviation for a reason.
Well, we can't say gun, that's bad for the kiddies. Now, Shadow, remember to say damn every 5 seconds.
The red part of the map. It should say, here be dragons over there in the corner.
Ew.
But
no, Lion King. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
We are back in Soliana, so we get to explore the exact same hub world with Shadow, which is kind of, that's alright by me. Honestly, because I don't want to have to learn like a whole different hub world just for this one character. That would be quite confusing, considering
well, you're going to a sub-world you've already seen, a hub world you've already seen, a sub-world, a hub world you've already seen, so yeah.
That would be a difference that would be, you know, expectable, reasonable. But we're heading for the old castle, and I think we're going to be old by the time this loading screen gets over.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me, random walkie-talkie guy. If I had a random walkie-talkie and somebody... Well, oops, destroyed that. Guess I'm not the best government employee in the world. But if I had a random walkie-talkie...
Damn it, Joe, that's going to be taken out of your paycheck. You don't pay me. Oh, right.
I would have to listen to him. That's just so official. That's just so cool. So, like, you can't ignore that, you know? But,
just homing attack everywhere. It's honestly faster. And if it isn't, it feels faster.
That level is... Like I said, it's been a while since I've recorded.
I love how it takes Sonic half the game to get to the Kingdom Valley section again, and Shadow just gets there, and Silver starts there.
That might be. No, that's Radical Train. This is Soliana City Station. See anything suspicious in the station or on the trains, please let us know. The way you dress is kind of suspicious to me, man.
You're under arrest.
Yeah, jump right over him, Rouge. Show him who's boss. At least we found ourselves a silver medal, I suppose. Why can't we find?
There was another one behind the tree, I think.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Do you really want the programmers to put more in this game?
Walking in the woods, but there was that big earthquake recently, and now I'm worried about bridges falling down. Uh-oh. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
No, this isn't Tales of the first level in SA2. No bridges will be falling.
Look at my eyes when you talk to me. That's so disrespectful. I walk up to him and...
Oh no, a woman!
Who do you think you are, Mr. Beanie that looks like a rock?
Excuse me, my name is Man, young man.
No, today's meeting is in the cave.
I'm sorry, young man.
Not this one.
Only the Y is capitalized.
So not this cave. That's the cave we just spawned at.
We were literally just there.
To the forest outside town, and he was pointing this way, I guess.
To be fair, we've gone there as Sonic, but we went through Sonic's level, but we didn't go through it through, you know, this place.
I don't know where any other caves are.
Left.
Perhaps this city holds a few more secrets than we would like to admit. Turn right at the second building, then no, plus a bunch of strange kids were running after me, yelling something about littering. Well, if you were littering, you probably deserve it, man. Let me just destroy your life real quick.
I would forgive everything in this game if it turns out Memphis was just a side plot and we're really trying to the main plot is stopping that litter bug. It's just guy rebooting the universe. That's a minor inconvenience compared to this guy who was littering.
This must be serious, especially when you get a loading screen like this. Because, like I said in the last episode, you know that when there's an hour of loading screens, you're going to get exactly what the game wants, and it's going to be high quality too. Because there must be a lot of detail and polish and effort put into it, right? Right? Who am I kidding?
And to think, I didn't even need to guess who the guard was.
No game should have loading screens this long, but there's no quality, like... Look at that! Slow down the second I enter the world.
There's too much grass.
100 million years loading it. Ridiculous, but ooh.
Look at this. It's literally a JPEG of grass on the ground. It's less effort than Hyrule Warriors.
Somebody said in the comments they were a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to show off all the gems on Sonic. I will be doing that eventually, I promise. I don't know when, but I'm
probably
going
around
to
the finale.
I want to see those as badly as anybody else might. So,
that will require you to play the last level constantly.
And let's go ahead and buy the light dash for Shadow.
Last level and the egg wyvern constantly. Or just do a bunch of side quests. But, you know,
I don't know what that means.
I know how to get an easy S rank on the aquatic base thing, so you can just beat up all the robots, so, you know, it makes these... that bridge literally just popped in.
The exact same way. And we are just light dashing once again.
Wee.
God, the animation on that is so...
One of these days I want Shadow to do a light speed dash and just goes,
wee. An Xbox 360 PS3 game. It should be a little bit more decent looking than that.
We gotta look better than PS2 or PS1. No, it's better than PS1. These aren't JPEGs.
No comment.
Wait, no, not JPEGs. Literal polygons.
Mr. Shadow, I feel fancy.
I'm actually researching light energy and collecting
Mr. Mystic Shadow.
Cores. Light cores are a mysterious form of energy sometimes found on monsters in the forest. You need to defeat the monsters to collect them. Mr. Shadow, what are you...
No.
That's too bad. It's okay. Please don't worry about it.
Wow. Please don't worry about it. Look at this man with his reverse psychology trying to make us feel all guilty. Maybe he was being genuine, but I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I read way too deep into everything.
I'm
so,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Are we heading?
I have no idea what the fuck I am.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Valley. I just remember where it is. We have to go like out into that open
Look, I'm part alien. I don't give a shit about your human
this
problems.
This giant field, I was gonna say, but old man, what are you doing out here?
I've gotten used to living in the city, but it's always nice to get away from it all and relax in the woods until a bear comes and eats me. Ah!
Fortunately, the programmers didn't have time to make a bear in this game.
He died. They didn't want to show it on
He
screen.
died.
That guy died. Hello?
Hurry up ahead near the cave. Just have a lens.
Oh yeah, that's how you get to Kingdom Valley. For some fucking reason.
You are an old woman, right? Yes, I didn't mischaracterize a man into a woman or a woman into a man or anything like that. And that
oh wait, no, that sends you to a warp zone.
Right,
that sends you to the top of the frickin'
what's it called? A sawhorse in front of
thing.
all those
You know where Sonic got onto the
How'd
White
they get up
Acropolis,
there?
not the White
Why is
Acropolis,
that
the
there?
Kingdom Valley. Yeah.
Like, what is that gonna do? Who is that gonna?
Do not enter.
From
I want to know
doing
how the
anything?
hole
Like,
got
it's,
there.
It's up the side of a mountain. Why
Oh, what
does
am I
it
saying?
have
It's
to be a
probably just one of
sawhorse
Earth's
there?
natural creations.
Either way, let's just.
I
head
just
over
like imagine people
This
having
is
a
where
car
Kingdom Valley
accident.
was, correct? Yes. This is indeed castle, but I guess. Wait, let's go around the side here and check if there's anybody there. They are talking about that landslide, so I assume we have to go up there eventually and do something in that area. But for now, let's just go ahead and see if there's anybody chilling over here.
I love this.
Hey, tourist.
You want to know what I'm doing?
Come on.
Not looking at you,
Something
that's
an
what.
archaeologist like myself would do. I'm researching this building.
Yep,
The more I look
definitely
at it,
a
the more
building.
Interesting it is.
Also, I love
Oh,
this.
man.
Look at Shadow. Watch Shadow when he skates. We're not even in the
made of
snow
stone.
level anymore.
Oh, God.
She is literally watching grass
I'm so
grow.
excited right now, but it looks
We
like
are
there's
still
nothing for
clipping
us
through
to
the
do
ground
here
sometimes.
quite yet. Rouge
Look
was
at the
great,
bottom of his shoes. It
wigging
looks like it's
out
clipping
on that
into the
corridor.
ground.
So, I guess we're going to have to travel all the way across this field and investigate that landslide, because evidently that's what's really important here. I hate this field.
Oh!
Slower than Sonic.
And the worst part is,
Shadow
Shadow's still
And that's
faster
kinda weird
than
to me, 'cause
Silver.
I think they were like the same speed, or maybe Shadow was even a little bit faster in Sonic Adventure 2.
But I don't know, I think they were about the same
Shadow's-
speed.
maybe
Ouch, Shadow
going
was
across
literally
the
a Sonic
field.
recolor.
Really slow, man. But there we go.
That gives
we
you a
got
full
the
recharge.
crystal. Yay! bring it back to Kirby 64. I don't know what I'm talking about. What are we doing? Use the R1 button to do a Chaos Boost. Use Chaos Boost to destroy solid rocks. Okay.
Whereas Sonic can just do that naturally by homing attacking it or spinning it.
Or something. That's kind of hilarious. Get these. Wow, I can destroy. All right,
you can destroy them, but they're invisible
That's
walls.
what I'm talking about. I'm trying to destroy the whole world here real quick. Why can't I jump? I destroyed the.
You're not running out of
Sawhorses,
chaos
man.
meter.
Shadow's,
I mean,
like,
it's probably because
moral
it's tutorial,
conscience
so it's
preventing him
infinite.
from jumping over there because he knows he's not supposed to.
I may
Oh,
be a
that's
creature of
ridiculous.
chaos, but I obey the
Jump in
rules
here
of
and
logic
have a very
and
strange
sanity.
camera angle, and I guess we are getting
Chaos
started now
control.
with Kingdom Valley. That was a really weird way to get there. I guess we didn't go through the trial of love.
Did you really want to
that
go
leads
through the
us
trials of
the Hedgehog
Soliana
like Sonic
again?
did, but who would Shadow even have to choose between?
Rouge.
Rouge and Elise.
Rouge
She's got
and
a thing for
Maria.
hedgehogs, I guess,
And
so-
for some reason,
Anyway,
Omega.
we're heading to the recovery point. And
I'm
now
just
I know
here
that
for the
Shadow
fries.
is not, like, romantic
Actually,
at
it's
all.
considering
I really
how
hope it doesn't
Eggman
become- Ooh.
makes his robots. We
What?
don't know if Omega
I
does or
was
does
gonna
not
say, I
have a
really hope that
female
doesn't become a
animal
thing
inside of
before the
it.
end of this game, because this game seems to take
The inside of me
no
is a
shade
female
and stuff
panda.
like that, but what the heck is going on right now? Okay, we're playing Star Hedgehog 64 apparently, because this is an on-rail shooter. We got missiles to shoot.
You can
things
win
with.
this level
I
by
thought I was
doing
gonna crash
absolutely
into that.
nothing.
Was that it? I thought I was gonna crash into that wall.
Shadow
right
wins
there,
by
but
doing absolutely
apparently
nothing.
That section was like 30 seconds long. No, not even 30 seconds. That was like 15,
You can take this
20,
entire
something
section
like
out of the
that.
game and lose absolutely
And
nothing.
there were no obstacles, and the enemies were there shooting, but
The Kingdom
I
Valley,
didn't
the
even
Kingdom
attempt
Valley
to
and
dodge
Wave
any of them,
Ocean
and I didn't have any problems.
hang
I
gliding
just sorta
sections, I believe, can be won by doing
tapped R1
absolutely
trying to shoot
nothing.
missiles, but
Crisis City,
okay,
you
whatever.
actually lose if you do, so, you know, they put too
We're
many
gonna head
objects
to
in
the
your
recovery
way.
point again, so I can recover from all the trauma that this game's lack
Now we get to do a
of,
treasure hunt.
fluidity is giving me, I suppose.
Now that you start playing
Now,
as Shadow, you get to play as Rouge.
So we're here
Again.
in Kingdom Valley. It does seem like a different.
My sentiments exactly
Okay,
when I
it's
first
treasure
picked this
hunting,
up.
which I'm
It's
pretty
like,
familiar with
really?
Rouge.
I gotta do
Why?
with Rouge's bullshit
No, that's gonna
again?
plant a bomb. All right, so I'm okay with this, sort of.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan.
It
of
could have
how
been
Rouge,
worse.
like,
We could have gotten a worse
controls
character
or
to be
anything like
fair.
that, but somebody told me that if I hold the square button in the air, I can sit here and float forever.
Oh,
I
jeez.
feel like a Dragon Ball Z character, like charging up my power.
May.
Anybody who's played Shadow the Hedgehog, if you have a sniper in that game and you hold the fire button while you're in the air, you can that jump was like really weird. But you can just sit there and aim it around, and Shadow will be using like his hover boots or whatever to stay in the air, which I always thought was really cool when I was a kid because I felt like a Dragon Ball Z character, like I said right there. So I'd always do that, pretend I was charging up energy. And when I was little, I used to do like really, really stupid imaginative things with games when I was done.
We
with
all
them.
did.
Like in Pokemon Ruby, for example. After I beat the game, I put like 300 more hours in it. Why do I keep jumping like that? It's like super weird. But
It's a glitch, I think.
I put like 300 hours in it trying to complete my Pokedex and stuff, and then I got bored, so I made this like role-playing scenario. Bear in mind, I was like probably like 8 years old when I was doing all this. Maybe not that young, but I was pretty young. And I pretended that there was another team called Team Topaz, and I'd make all these scenarios up in my head, and I like put all my Pokemon in the PC and like pretended that I had to go places and defeat certain trainers as part of a storyline that I made up. And I know this is all super tangential and very irrelevant to what's going on right now.
Hey, you're
But I
essentially
thought,
making a fan
guys,
fiction. It's something to make
bit
you
of an
interesting.
embarrassing story.
When
but,
I was a kid playing Pokemon, I pretended that I was a gym leader and I was only allowed to use a certain number of Pokemon. I wiped it out a lot.
There we go, though. We have
I just
found
bought
ourselves
random
one
trainers
team.
around the area.
And Rouge, honestly, we're trying to give you a compliment, Rouge. Please jump off the wall.
No.
She feels a little bit better to control than Knuckles does, because Knuckles...
She
like
can
I said
actually
in the
fight. Ironically.
last video, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Welcome
Feels
to
like
Sonic
he walks like a
06.
rock when he's gliding around.
Oh,
And that is
BS.
a
The
very
bomb goes up behind
crucial
and the bomb.
part
It's
of,
only
like,
holding its
these
hands
type
up.
characters'
Ugh.
gameplay. So Rouge feels better to like move around with, but Knuckles is definitely
She doesn't
better
fall
for
like a
combat 'cause
rock.
he punches
She falls like a
things, and Rouge
stick.
uses these stupid bombs.
Still falls quickly, but
Why
not
can't she
as
use her
quickly.
legs? Why can't she kick and kick and kick again like she could in Sonic Adventure 2, man?
Trust me.
I don't even know.
Compared to Knuckles,
And
I
we
am
can't
grateful
dig,
they didn't
so
keep
I'm
that.
not exactly used to this treasure hunting format myself. That robot just blew up the platform that he was
Oh,
standing on.
also,
And we can find
of course,
all
everyone
manner
probably
of silver
knows this,
medals,
but
not a single
all the treasure, all the
Which is
freaking
kind of unfortunate.
hidden
I
things
don't know
stay
what
where they
door we're
were
supposed to be
always.
unlocking.
So once you find the keys once,
But
you never have to look for them again,
over
unless
here,
you forgot where they
hidden
were, in which
boxes,
case,
I don't
fair
know.
game.
Find out next time, or this time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Because I'm sure this is gonna take me quite a while.
Up next, to
actually.
Putafu arc, everyone's
How did I not
favorite.
even notice him, man? I am like the most oblivious person.
Well, it's a
of
super
all
arc,
time.
but semantics.
Is there a key over here? It
Please
looks
enjoy
like
the
there
return
is,
of
unless
Brian
it's
Drummond.
something.
Not Ryan
Looks like a key
Drummond,
to me, 'cause
Brian
springs
Drummond.
would
Playing
be
the role of
useless for a
Putafu
roof section.
Vegeta.
There we go.
Say what you will about Funimation, but I love that
You're gonna
fucking
call
Easter
that
egg.
hidden? Are you kidding me?
You couldn't find it.
She acts like she's done something. She acts all proud, like nobody. Rouge.
That's a
Rouge,
new
what
one.
Are you doing?
I don't think that was
Get
clipped
up
to be able
there.
to hit.
Nope,
She
grab on the wall.
can't.
Just climb the
I
thing.
can't!
All right.
Yeah, to quote SA2,
Can't watch
I
on-
can't.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
Wanna be the
Can we climb up
first
this?
time?
Yes, we can.
Oh please, I've died several times. In
Did
video
Rouge
games.
have like some severe brain trauma between Sonic Adventure 2 and now, which like prohibits her from climbing up walls? Because seriously, it's
Her
not
brain
that hard.
power...
One little hand or claw or whatever the heck bats have after the other, man. It's not that
She took the
complicated.
sides of her brain, decided to place it in her
Oh, God, I
cleavage
hate these
instead.
segments. And I feel like we're gonna have a ton of them in Shadow Story too.
And quite frankly,
What was I
and
gonna
quite
say?
frankly,
Oh,
the
yeah, she's acting
DeviantArt
all
artists
proud and
don't
high and
care.
mighty, like she did something finding that key. It was in a bright blue glowing box out in the open, Rouge.
You still
probably
couldn't find
shouldn't
it.
Feel too proud about that. And I probably shouldn't feel too proud about the fact that I'm gonna waste time grabbing this silver medal, but that's like, we found a whole lot in this
Aha,
game. For some
a
reason,
hidden blah, blah,
that makes
blah.
me feel like I've accomplished something.
Here's
It
one
makes
no
me
one
feel
usually
like
finds the
I'm gonna
first
have
time.
plenty of change when I go down to buy a Mars bar at the store later.
They don't
I
know
don't
that they
what
can
Mars bar
friggin'
is.
bomb the
That's gonna
window,
go
so they
ahead and
just
blow up.
kind of
And our
ignore it
final
constantly
key
until they're
seems
just
to
like,
be
well, I have
located.
literally looked every
You can
single
have a
other
bomb.
place. I might as well look
You
at the
can have a
tower.
bomb. You get a bomb. You get a bomb. Bombs for everyone.
I believe that's the American
Look for it.
catchphrase.
Rouge.
You get a bomb. You get a bomb.
Right.
I get a bomb. Uh-oh.
Who
Boom.
knows what I'm talking about? But man, you gotta take this bomb.
Who needs health care? We
Whatever
have
you get,
bombs.
You'd best darn well take it. So there we go. Got all the keys, and yes, we get back to Shadow.
And now we get to play
Shadow's
the
a lot
other
more-
worst section of this
gameplay
game.
feels a lot more.
Okay, not the game, but in my Shadow's story, in my opinion. Why is there even a spring over there? You can't go over there.
All right, no opinions allowed.
Oh wait, then again, you can get off the
I guess that's
hoverbite
what Sonic
and
does.
just go in those little
Please.
side
Oh,
sections,
that-
but you
I
know.
thought that was I'm so dumb. I gotta pay attention to like what the game is telling me because I was trying to homing attack onto that thing for a second.
And these pillars
I'm
are the
gonna say,
reasons I hate
Shadow's
this section.
gameplay feels a little bit more stilted than Sonic's because of the homing attack.
The towers die of their own free will.
melee combo thing, but apparently he really did not like that comment. Honestly, I really like Shadow's gameplay more than I do Rouge's.
You're about to hate it.
Platforming in general.
These things they do not focus on,
where
and
you
this
have
is going to happen now.
glitchiness on the walls.
How'd you not get
That's
hit
sorta
there?
my jam. Anyway,
I
we're
call
recovering,
hacks. That is the
dying.
reason I hate this.
And
They fucking blindside
Oh my
you out of
God.
nowhere. I understand where people's opinions are for Radical Train. Because it has essentially a time limit. If you don't destroy all the things,
actually,
you're
I didn't get it the
fucked.
first time around. I got it like the second or
But
third time
this,
around.
to me, is
Man,
just
I'm
unforgivable.
going to have to pay more attention to what the.
That in Kingdom Valley goes on forever, whereas Radical Train's
Shadow?
like,
There
what,
we go.
5
Man,
minutes?
Shadow,
most?
Are you even qualified to drive
So,
these things?
at least
Whoever
getting back
passed
to
your
where you were
driver's
isn't
test,
as
I feel
annoying,
like if
whereas
you
this
put
just
guy
like,
on
ugh.
a driving course with SpongeBob, he would do even worse. But I guess I have to dodge
Naturally,
these
SpongeBob is
towers,
not allowed to get a license,
and
just
maybe
against
I'll
the
just
rules.
follow the rings, and maybe they bring me to the right place.
Okay, you got luck.
Can I
No, oh!
try to jump out and get on the spring, but apparently that's not happening today.
Shadow didn't want a homing attack, he wanted to die.
Um,
Wait, you're going the wrong way, of course. You're supposed to go
what
in the
was I even
sewer.
talking about? I feel like I was talking about something. I don't know. We're in a hover
You were
vehicle,
complimenting
whatever.
Shadow, that was
You
your
gotta get
first
to the other
mistake.
side.
A random rock.
What even happened?
You hit a rock.
Maybe it's my fault for straying too close to the towers. Okay, last time.
Flew too close
I'm
to
gonna
the
give the game the
sun.
benefit of the doubt this time. And
Move
we're
your
not gonna worry
camera
about
up
it.
so you
I'll
can
go
see the
this way this
tower's
time.
BS.
And hopefully not have to worry about too many of these enemies. 'Cause- oh god, I got turned all the way around there. Oh yeah, I was saying, I'm probably gonna have to pay a little bit more attention to the text from here on out. Because Shadow's
What's that?
story
Pay
seems
attention
be
to a
more
game?
mission-based.
Blasphemy.
We just had-
Oh.
oh god.
Barely dodged that one.
Let me just focus for a second. I'm sorry. Alright.
You can't get up
Where
this
do I
way.
go?
Not
Tell
this
me
way.
that, Mr. Hedgehog man. We just had to find those keys, and in the last one, we had to destroy the searchlights in a very particular way.
You gotta find a little
Normally
sewer
I'm-
drain.
Oh,
That.
there's the tunnel. Hooray, secret tunnel.
And not very secret.
Normally, I'm really focused on commentating and, like, I don't know,
Playing the
surviving
game.
than any sort
Garble,
of
by the way,
objective,
these
because
boxes
Sonic
can
story
upchuck
sort
you and
of
essentially
pilots
blow
itself,
you
know?
up.
It, like, couldn't just
You
jump
didn't-
up from there. Oh, God.
No.
But Sonic Story is just point A,
That'd
point
be
B. It's
ridiculous.
very obvious what you have to do all the time. You really don't have to worry about thinking all that much. With
I guess
Shadows,
it was
however, you
wrong
have
with
to
the
keep
whole, you
specific
know, like the
objectives in
whole
mind.
destroy
Try
X
my
amount
best
of
to
things,
do
and
that
then
from
just put in
here
a
on
key
out.
object
And there's an
number
eagle
of
over
keys,
here.
which technically
Please,
could be seen
eagle.
as destroyed
The
blank
symbol
and
of freedom.
such and such.
Free me from this game. Free me from this story.
Dang it, I
like
already...
how- Can we,
This is
yeah,
the...
we can change
Ah,
the
I
eagle.
regret not using the
Man, we're
freaking...
like... That eagle is a total bro, man. We like...
I regret
class
already
pans
using
or
the
whatever.
most American level
I
as a
don't know why we're
fake
trusting
title,
this
considering
eagle. In fact, I feel like an
this is
eagle
actually
would
the
probably
more
beat
most
the
American
hedgehog in
level.
real
Not only is there
life.
eagles, everyone's getting bombed.
What the heck do I know? I'm just
All we need is
simple-
obese
simple
people
player
and
of
chili
Sonic.
dogs,
We're
and we'll be
still having
fine.
a recovery point, which I still don't know what that means.
Chili dogs to be fitting in with the Sonic
I guess
universe,
we'll find out.
and I guess you could just
And
go
I don't
with
know if I said it in
bacon.
that last
And
cutscene. I was too
otherwise,
busy paying attention to the fact that that painting of Elise. All right, that painting of
Thank you,
Elise
Phone.
looked like it was about 150 years old, with how like, just the signs.
It's
of
called
aging.
reincarnation.
Isn't she supposed to be like, I don't know, teenaged or like in her 20s or something?
She's an age vampire. She sucks
I
out.
shouldn't
You
question
know how
these things, I
vampires
know.
suck blood?
But instead,
She sucks your
we're just gonna
age.
break this entire castle. Man,
Look, vampires
what
are
is up
already
with Sonic
bullshit
and
as it
Shadow in
is.
this game?
Like,
they
just
are doing nothing but
just
vandalizing
go with it.
everything. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. Just hold the X button. That actually makes those bigger enemies quite a bit
Who
easier
needs
to
a
deal
bounce
with.
bracelet? Except for when you get the purple Iblis Golem
Aren't
thingies,
Sonic games
Nephilis
supposed to
Golem
be all, like,
thingamaffuckers.
Gung-ho about teaching the kids all the good lessons. There's no strength in numbers. Life is hopeless. Give up now.
I hate
Oh
myself.
man, Shadow.
There's no
you
strength
have
in
the
numbers.
greatest
I Team
personality. I
Dark.
bet you are so much fun at parties.
What was I gonna say?
In Sonic Generations, I think he was just chilling by the tree and not even talking.
He was literally just
Party,
doing his
actually,
own
now that I think
thing.
about it. At Sonic's birthday party, that is. But that all
Shadow
aside,
at that party was totally that one guy who just sits in the corner, eats chips, and wait for someone to leave so that they
was
can
feeling
leave
pretty dirty, so I
afterwards and
I
not
felt
feel
like
as
we needed
awkward
to,
about it.
Take a bath there real quick. Let's go ahead and destroy some more castle bits. And oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
If for some reason Sonic and
vampires,
Shadow just feel the
well, I
need
made my
to
point
go
anyway.
around and destroy all this ancient architecture that means so much to the people
How did that
of
not hurt
Soriana
you?
that has so rich a history, they're like, whatever, I got a world to save, or I got a mission to do. Let me just destroy all of that.
I'm
as
only
I go from
employed.
Point A to point B. You know what? Doesn't matter. One bit.
I would have loved
Shadow
this
the
game a lot
Hedgehog
more
can
at
do
the
what
end.
I want,
If
man.
at the
Ultimate
end
life
when
form,
Solaris
YOLO.
destroys the universe, Shadow just says, "I don't get paid
you know,
enough
I
for
bet
this
if Shadow had an
shit."
Instagram, that's exactly what
And they use that exact
all day.
phrasing.
Ultimate
Why not? They
life form,
and never wrong with them
YOLO,
swearing
just rule
nonstop
my
in
chaos out
Shadow
over
the
the
Hedgehog.
river. YOLO. What am I talking about? I don't even know. So far, my hypothesis that there seem to be more combat sections in Shadow Story seems to be correct. It doesn't feel
Ding.
that bad. so
Fries are
far.
done.
Honestly, the combat mechanic, the combos in the air or whatever.
Why did
makes
they
fighting
stop
a
you
little
there?
bit less tedious than it was. In
Why did they
Sonic Story.
stop you from an
in
automated
that one, you had to
section and
wait
send you
for the
to
homing
another
attack to
automated
recharge.
section?
You
Why
only
not
do
just
attacks
hit
at
it, make him into
certain
the dash back? I
But
think
with
that was a
this, you can
glitch.
Keep on attacking and keep on dealing damage for as long as you like, I guess. And really, in Sonic Story, the brunt of the tedium of combat came from those bigger enemies. That
It's
took
much like this that
forever
actually
to
makes Shadow
destroy.
feel more like a
And here
Sonic
it's not
clone.
quite as bad because, like I said, it got the combo to take him out.
And of course, his favorite
I'm supposed to light
catchphrase.
dash for that. I was
And
gonna
of course,
try
the
the homing
catchphrase,
attack,
"Let's get moving," which I spammed to death at one
but...
point.
And that was the day I gave up on everything. What's the?
That's
light
okay.
dash
That was the day I.
button, isn't it?
That's okay. I've never
It's
give.
square.
I never
was
had
pressing
faith in
triangle.
humanity.
What's wrong with me?
Every
Oh,
day I
gosh,
wake
let's
up,
just
I lose a
forget
little bit more
everything
faith in
about every
humanity.
game ever.
And then I stop feeling bad because I
going
realized I never had
backwards.
faith in humanity to begin
I
with.
feel like, yeah, because in this section, didn't we go up those tight ropes? I could be mistaken.
Hey, I'm
but
opposite Sonic, so I will
feel
go
like
the
we're doing
opposite
Sonic's
fucking
level, but
direction.
backwards. Because, yeah, didn't we jump over that?
Shadow's literally going through the level backwards, which is funny considering in some of the very hard modes, you go through a level backwards. Flaint in core very hard mode is backwards, literally.
Everything in the world. That's Shadow's solution to pretty much everything.
Look it up if you're interested. At least that's Sonic's version. I don't know how Shadows or Silver's is.
In a stealthy way, man.
Probably the same,
You've got
though.
all those government resources, and for some reason, Shadow decides to ditch the guns this time around. I guess that's fine. He joins gun, but ditches the guns. Okay, whatever.
Oh, the irony. Look, it was either the guns or the cars. I ain't losing my fucking motorcycle, okay?
In your path, if you're protected from being accused of crimes like that, then I mean, why not take advantage of it? Stop with the no strength in numbers thing, man. That's in Shadow the Hedgehog. Wasn't that like the whole?
It's
point?
quality,
Like,
not quantity, my friend. Don't hit that spring; it's a trap. It sends you back.
I know the goal ring's right there, and this is a bad idea, but it will take me right back over here. No, that was a rock.
For the record, you are not screwed. You can just
hold
homing attack onto this bench.
I thought that was a silver medal, but nope. Just a
I have
rock.
no idea why that was there. Maybe they were meant to put a silver
With that,
medal
though, we
there.
have completed
I don't know. Maybe
Kingdom
you wanted the
Valley,
light speed
and
dash. I don't
let's
know.
watch the cutscene that ensues, so that
Probably
I
would have
know
gotten
what
an
the
S
heck
rank
is
on that
going
one if he had actually gotten the
And
time
we got
bonus.
ourselves a B rank.
Or at least maybe an
Could've
A
been
rank. Wait,
better.
no.
B for
Better.
I'm gonna just stop. I don't even know what
B for
kind of
Shadow the
thoughts
Hedgehog.
could possibly be running
Did I
through my
mention
head
I
right now.
can't
But
spell?
we got ourselves that Soliana gold medal, and we can continue onward. Let's not save quite yet because
B
we've
as
got
in
things to
Bean
do,
the
places
Dynamo.
to go, people to see,
Bark the
hedgehogs
polar bear.
to run faster than, and
E122
loading screens
beta, I think.
to load more loading screens.
I never
That's the
remember
one
which
common
frickin'
thread
thing
between
it
all the
is.
stories. There's going to be 100
Oh wait, no,
million loading
E102
screens all the
beta.
time.
beta.
So
I don't remember which
where
one
are
it was except for Gamma, mostly. I don't know.
going awfully slowly now.
The former king of
Look, I'm not the fastest thing alive.
Are you like a history professor, Rouge? Why are you telling me these
Given her
things?
voice, yes.
accident.
I made an oopsie. An accident? I didn't know we were on the island of Sodor.
I think the name of the plan was.
Rouge really knows everything. Oh my god, that ship looks terrible from the bottom.
Meh.
It's like one ship.
And this looks terrible from the top.
Named after their eternal sun god.
Oh, thanks, Eggman.
It's been a while, my dear Rouge. And of course, Shadow.
Long time no see.
If you'd be so kind as to hand back the scepter of darkness you took from me.
Scepter of Darkness.
No.
That's trying
Look, I
way
didn't go
too
through trouble
hard
with
to
stealing
set
it
off.
just to give it
Oh,
back.
No, it's 5 generic or 10
10.
generic robots, which we just defeated 43
I
of.
just need one homing
Whatever
attack
we
chain in
do.
about 30 seconds. Seriously, they didn't even break out the big ones.
Eggman looks eager. He's like,
Eggman, punch!
I just hate him. I hate him so much.
I love this scene. I do kind of like that thing how Shadow saves Rouge. I mean, it's a generic whole hero saves the girl, but Rouge really does have friends. Like, he values his friends over his job, and that means a lot.
To be like one
to
of
me.
those slow motion scenes where something really bad is about to happen. 'cause
Even
that
though
was
it doesn't
kinda-
really make a lot of sense considering
silly.
Rouge can fly, but you
all
get
the
the idea.
robots were like,
She forgot she could fly in SA2 after she
Except for-
fell out the freaking thing when after playing Knuckles, so, you know. Also, this is a legitimately good scene.
It's no use.
Give up! Like, you can see the whole animation shit like this fun, but you cannot take away the credit of this scene and to me. Like, this is one of the better scenes in the game.
oh god.
Also, didn't even go in his shadow. I don't think he even touched it. Also, I love this.
Didn't you guys have like
Left.
put it in a box or something?
We
Oh my god.
have a recolor of a recolor.
Oh, here we go.
He literally stole Shadow's shadow.
I get it.
I'm now Peter Pan.
Oh, how ironic fate can be.
I'm one of the 7 Barian Emperors because I don't have a mouth.
You have no mouth.
Telepathy.
No problem. I guess I didn't do a good enough job though, because you've got Snake Eyes.
Hey, look on the bright side. He has
No
the best
mouth.
lip syncing in the entire game. Because he has no mouth to sync. By the way, they reused that phrase in fucking Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Hey, it makes no sense in that context.
Mephiles the Dark. Try a little bit harder.
Did you forget me?
Oh god. they know each other? Like, did they go to high school together?
That'd have been a far funnier
Shadow's
answer.
just like, ew, back off, bro.
Fuck that noise.
Now return to you. A one-way ticket to oblivion.
Or at least the future. Close enough, I guess.
Freaking Rouge.
Pop, pop, pop.
Ah! They're like, ow, it hurts, stop. Oh my
Nebulous
God.
is easily the best villain in the game because Dan Green
favorite
sounds like
bits.
he's the only one giving
So,
a shit.
Apparently, Mephiles is resurrected.
Plus, let's
And
face
you
it
know
here,
what?
Dan Green can just... Even if Dan Green can only do
Never mind.
the Pharaoh's voice for everybody, it's still a really good voice.
What is this place?
Is this Crisis City?
It seems we've been teleported
Yep.
to another location.
Looks like it.
Another
All the
time is
broken
more
buildings
accurate.
are the exact
Find out
same.
where we are.
Because what location your plan has destroyed oh
Okay.
wait, almost every city.
Mephiles. Who is he?
That's the only time in this game it goes black and white, and I have no idea why, except for just being stylish.
Why did everything go all black and white?
It's called style.
Was that the... Did my, like... I thought one of my cords disconnected for a second. What was the point of that? Oh
Eh.
my gosh.
Epic.
Okay.
I'm in.
I've seen one version where it's just too easy and so putting like
How
the
did you find a fully functional, perfectly conditioned computer
like the beginning of If I Could
that,
See You
where
Again.
Everything is destroyed. Okay, whatever.
No, that's not possible.
I know
I
it's
would walk
not.
100 miles or something like that. Also, I love how Shadow just staying there watching this information.
There's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are.
It's when.
I like how the clacking
Say
noises are actually
please.
getting
Complete
faster.
the
Also,
cliche.
look, their lights, their eyes are freaking glowing through the glowing screen.
Yes, approximately 200 years.
Wow, Shadow, you...
Wow, Trump really did destroy the world.
Depending on when this database was last updated.
Isn't he already, like, 50 years old or something anyway?
Well,
Shadow, stop! Look, Shadow, my eyes are up here. Yep, I'm
that means
sorry. I get clogged into one voice, and I can't. It's hard for me to get out of it sometimes.
Can he make this cutscene a little bit shorter, if that's the case?
You wish.
I mean, Shadow teleported earlier.
Also, given the
presumably
context for the next
using some
cutscene,
sort
I
of
like to
chaos
imagine that
control.
was
We
the
can't go
sound
back
of
in time.
Knuckles' head hitting
I
the
know
ground.
if he
Nothing
doesn't have
else.
Chaos Emerald on
Just
him,
son-
his
just
powers
Knuckles
are
going,
limited,
"Choom."
but I don't know. That only makes sense to me. Oh God.
Makes sense there too. Also, it was not the screams of Sonic and friends
Pretty
falling to the
exciting,
ground that kicked him off.
And Knuckles
It was
gets
the
yet
dunk.
another concussion.
Now his IQ is only 6. Actually, given Knuckles' IQ level in modern games, that
Is
was
this the
probably
same
an
cutscene from
increase in
before?
intelligence. Though still smarter than Boom Knuckles.
you guys.
I think it is.
Hi. Long time.
Not gonna lie, the first thing I played this
How you
game,
guys been
game I
doing?
the first time I played this
Good
game, I
seeing
kind
you
of
again.
forgot
You
Shadow
like
and
the
Rouge
place?
were in it, so I just
Alright,
thought,
that's going
wait,
to
did
do
I
it for
get
this
into
episode of
Sonic
Let's
Story
Play Sonic the
somehow?
Hedgehog 2006. I'm sorry, but we are running out of
Heck, I
time.
forgot
so
Shadow
we're
and
gonna
Rouge
have to
were
save the
in
next
that
cutscene
cutscene,
level or whatever
you know?
for the next episode. So, thank you all very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it down below. I would very much appreciate that, and I will see you guys next time.
Peace.